Guys, oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Hi, everybody. Can you guys hear me? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I need to just calm down. Okay. Left ear. Okay, that means I gotta fix this real quick. It's just like the old days. Okay, there we go. That should fix it. I should be in both of your ears now. Oh, man. Yes. Oh my gosh, guys. Hi, my name is Chris Waycamp, and I am a voice actor, Twitch streamer, YouTube streamer, and TikTok streamer. We are live on all three as of right now. That's okay. Everyone pronounces my name wrong. It's okay. It's Waycamp. That's all right. I just got to start saying hi to people. Oh my God. Holy Murdy. Holy Murdy. Oh my gosh. 20 gift subs from Holy Murdy, guys. Just right out the gate. Right out the gate. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. It feels like it has been a long, long time since I have been here on a Friday night or any night for that matter. And I don't know, I can't express how it feels right now. It's a real mix of emotions, but I tell you what, as soon as I started seeing all these names in the chat that I'm recognizing, just gets me right here to see all you guys. It's amazing to see you guys again. This is the first time that I'm going live on YouTube. This is the first time that I'm going live on Twitch in 2 years. 730 days or so since I've been here. And then, of course, yeah, TikTok Live. I can't remember the last time I was on TikTok Live. So welcome back, all of my friends from TikTok as well. Castanel, thank you so much for the gift subs. We're just chatting tonight, guys. I mean, I feel like we've got to catch up. I'm going to be going live tonight for about 3 hours. And we are going to just get to know each other again. It has been a while. I'm just going to start calling out some names here that I see. Emma J, what is up? Poyo, what is up? Katzawa, welcome in. Les Miz, what is up? Wacky Jackie, Oliver Woods, Storm Todoroki, Venti Bleats, Mama Donovan, all these names I remember. Speedy, I mean, it's only been 2 years, but it feels like a really long time. RX Mina, Punk Rock Banana. I think I remember you from Kyle's stream, maybe. I think you're Mike's tall hair, aren't you? Coop. What is up, Coop? Chemist is here. What is up, Chemist? Nicole is here. Zorro, Elanthius. Cammy, what is up? Flojo, what is up? And of course, Holy Murdy. I am glad to be doing well as well, and very glad to be hanging out with you guys. Ash is here. Okay, I've got news tonight, guys. I've got catch-up information. Justifer just woke up from a 2-year nap. Emma, thank you so much for the gift. London, thank you so much. Mexican Hobbit is here. What is up, Mexican Hobbit? Dawn is here. Oh my gosh, Kite is here. Oh my gosh, what is up? What is up? Venti Bleats. Yes. Dark Respite. Dark Respite is here. What is up? Random Weeb, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. MGM Studios, welcome back. Ash Desiree is here. What is up? Minty Nifty. Oh my God. Minty's here. Wow. Evangeline is here. Calico Kitty's here. Lexi's here. Tasia's here. Levi. Anthony, what is up? Anya, what is up? Cosmic, welcome in. And of course, Nicole. Miss November is here as well. Gothic, oh, Kaylee's here. Gothic Decorum's here. What is up? Tech Kitty's here. What's up, Tech? Bella Noctor's here. Holy cow. It's just all these names from 2 years ago. Clobro, what is up? Chloe! Rin is here. What's up? Mama Donovan. Storm Todoroki, welcome back. Sapphire's Heart is here. Pistachio, welcome in. Dobby's Little Mouse. I like that name. Grim is here. What's up, Grim? Vampire Sakura. Wow. Starshly! What's up? Starshly, what is up? Oh my gosh. Geeky Zebra's back. What's up? Brandon the Hedgehog. Yes, I remember. We'll call you Hedgie. Yes. Ghost is here. What's up, Ghost? And Morgane. What's up, Morgan? Chaotic Geeky's here. Aquamar's here. Aizawa Collects. Welcome back again, Rosie. Bobby Bellina, welcome back. I don't even know where to start, guys. I don't even know where to start. But we've got 3 hours. We're just going to have some time to hang out together, listen to some very chill beats, and just hang out together. I missed you guys too. 2 years, it goes by really fast. The present Mike keychain at Bold Matsuri. Thank you so much, Cassidy. Yes, welcome. Okay, so yeah, lots of questions. Are you going to do this again? What are you going to be doing? Why did it take you so long to come back? Whoa, that's cool. John, what's up, John? How you doing? Welcome in. So yeah, let's rewind. I guess two years back. I used to stream on Twitch like 3 nights a week, and before I would stream on Twitch, well, first let me just reset. A lot of these people know who I am, but a lot of you don't. Because some of you guys are here for the very first time on YouTube, and some of you are here for the first time on Twitch and TikTok too. Piper Aaron, what is up? Welcome, Piper Aaron. Dark Wisteria, what is up? Yeah, Sydney T, I remember. I missed this so much. I did too. I know. How did 2 years go by? Okay, so Lightning Liz. Is that Faye? What's up, Faye? We got the Campfire mods in the chat tonight, guys. We got Jackie here. I think I saw Purdy. I know I just saw Faye. Yes, hi. Welcome, Mochi. Welcome. So where have I been for the last 2 years? I mean, the answer is basically I've been right here. I didn't really go anywhere per se, but a lot happened in that time. And, I guess I could just sum it up by saying like, lots of work, for back in 2022, I kind of started getting real. Some of you guys know I got pretty into directing at the time. So I was directing parts of the My Hero Academia dub. We just got a hype chest. I don't know what that means. Twitch is like, I don't know what Twitch means anymore. We got a hype chest, guys. That's all I know. And thank you so much for the gifts. I am looking at like, I don't know, 250 gifts right now on TikTok. So thank you so much for that. That is amazing. Lee, I see your question. Favorite voice role? I will definitely cover that because it's a show that is really new. It's a new show that I was in just recently, and it's one of my favorites from this year. And I'd love to talk about that. I'm going to try to get to everybody's questions, and I know that people have to go to bed and stuff, so I'm going to be up for, 3 hours. So just hang out with me if you can, and if not, I'm going to be streaming again. So, okay. So anyway, I'm a voice actor. My name's Chris Waycamp, and I started streaming back in around March of 2020. Wardrobs, what's up? You can't stick around, no problem. Hey, thanks for coming out. And yes, we will be back. We will be back. So I was doing some directing like 2 years ago, and I was kind of moving more in that direction. And then I kind of started getting some very consistent, what I would call like VO work, commercial work, things like that. And then over the last 2 years, whoa, thank you so much for the galaxy. That is huge. I don't know who just gave me a giant galaxy, but thank you. That was Aizawa collects. Thank you so much. Grim is going to be back in an hour. That's cool. No problem. I'll be here. And so it just became impossible to do everything. And I think, I don't know, it's just like something had to give. And I was just kind of running myself too thin. Not all of you know this, but I also have, a wife and 3 kids as well. And I'm a very proud husband and father. And so then over the last 2 years, I have just been absolutely traveling all over the place, going to cons on top of that. And that has been awesome. I've really loved that. But that kills your energy, kills your time. So anyway, I just kind of had to go on a little bit of a hiatus from the streaming stuff. And, but over the last, I would say year for sure, I've just, the whole time, every time I would go to cons or I would talk to people online, people are like, when are you going back to streaming? So it just kept coming up, which I'm so happy that it did. Because it always brought it back up to the front of my mind. Like, people want to do this, there's a community here. Like, people love this community. And, thank you, North. Yes, Edmonton Expo. Thank you, North. It was great to meet you in person finally. And so just trying to do everything was not sustainable. So I kind of had to just walk away for a little while. And then in the back of my head, I was always thinking I wanted to be working on kind of my own stuff at the same time. Like, streaming is my own stuff, but it's also, playing a lot of games that are other people's stuff. And I've always enjoyed the just chatting because we can just hang out. I like games too. They're fun. I like playing games on Twitch. I still plan to keep playing games on Twitch. Thank you so much, Mina. Thanks for the gift subs. That's awesome. Ruben, yes, see you next week. Thank you, brother. And I think in the back of my head, I was just always expecting that there would be a period of time where I could kind of just refocus on it all. So, fast forward to August or September this year, and I realized I had booked no cons in the month of October. And so in September, I kind of started pushing some stuff forward with this project that I'm working on called Sleep Summoner. Talk about that soon. And anyway, because October just ended up kind of being a month where I wasn't going to be out of town, a couple of the things I've been doing, you know, as part of my regular anime. Oh yeah, I'm an anime dub actor. I'm trying to get a lot of information out all at once, and it's all getting messed up in my head. Hey guys, I'm an anime dub actor. I'm the voice of Aizawa in My Hero Academia. And so, you know, the most recent season kind of winded down. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Thank you for that. That was crazy. I had like a heart teacup on my head. That was so cool. Thank you for the gift. That was by Ray Aizawa. Thank you so much. The timing was right for me to start like trying to figure this out again, while at the same time, yes, John, I am a guy who does things. That is true. So, you know, fast forward to the start of October, and I kind of started like scheming, what's this going to look like? How am I going to do it? It's got to be sustainable, right? If I'm going to come back to streaming in some capacity, like it has to be something that I can actually stick with, because I think towards the end, you know, 2 years ago, it was just like, I felt like I was promising you guys stuff and like, oh, I'm going to, you know, do this. And then just, I was dropping the ball. So, hi. Oh, is that Maddie? Hi, Madeline. Yes. Welcome in. Hi, Madeline. And so I'm going to go through, you know, kind of what I've considered as like something I can do more regularly. First of all, I have to say, I 100% thought this was going to fail. 100% thought this was going to crash and burn pretty much immediately. Just because, you know, as all of you know, that's kind of what my streams are known for, is just like massive technical issues. I should stop saying this. I think I'm going to bring it about. Morgaine, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is amazing. Hold on, my son is watching this stream on YouTube, and he has just requested for me to approve more time on YouTube, because I've got an app here on my phone that limits the amount of time he can spend on YouTube. But I just approved it all day so that he can just continue. He's got to go to bed soon. If you're watching this, Alan, it's like almost 9:30. You definitely need to go to bed pretty soon, buddy. Sophia and her mom. I met you in Toga. Yes, Contropolis. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate that. So like I said, I've been so lucky to be able to come out and meet so many of you in person over the last couple years, especially after the world kind of like opened up again. You know, me and my fellow castmates and voice actor friends have been just like hitting the ground running, flying all over the place to come hang out with you guys, which is awesome, and we love it. And I'm going to do a whole lot more of it too in 2025. But yeah, so where was I? So I was kind of trying to figure out how to do it sustainably. And what I realized after enough time had gone by was like, you know, anything is better than nothing at this point. So, you know, even if I can't do it as much as I used to do it, you know, like 2 years ago, I can still do it more than zero, which zero is kind of no fun, you know? So I'll talk about the details of that. But so basically tonight was going to be my first shot of trying this triple stream idea. And with the help of Kimmy, who I believe is on one of, she's riding herd on maybe multiple of these. I don't know. She's definitely in the YouTube chat. I don't know if she's in Twitch. Oh, there, she's on all three. Thank you, Kim Lisi. You guys remember Kim Lisi? It's been a while, but Kim Lisi's still here. She's been instrumental in kind of helping me to get my feet back from under me. Mad Hatter, what is up? Francesca, welcome. And so yeah, Kimmy's here. She's gonna help us moderate as well. She's gonna help us with the Discord, along with Jackie and Purdy and Faye. We're gonna get the Discord kind of back up and going again. Hopefully a little more simplified this time. Hopefully a little bit more. Pistachio, yes, I want to meet you too. I hope I get a chance to meet you soon. And let's see, Nick from Anime Las Vegas in March. Yes, I remember you, Nick. Oh my gosh. What's up, man? Thanks for coming in. And Caitlin Taylor is headed to Anime Pasadena next week. So, is that next week? Is that seriously next week? Oh my gosh. Because I know Halloween is this week. Is it? Yeah, Halloween is this week. That's next week. Okay. I need to get a promo out for that. I told them I was going to make them a video, and I'm running out of time. Thank you, Mike. Thank you very much. This is, I don't think you guys have seen this, but this is my studio bricks, and this is where I do my work during the week and mostly just spend my time in here doing auditions. But, okay, so yes, something sustainable. And so I started thinking about it in terms of like, what could honor all my wonderful Campfire members here on Twitch, and also honor all of the wonderful followers that have joined me for live streams on TikTok over the last, 4 years. And also welcome in, a new audience of people on YouTube. And I started thinking about it in terms of like, well, if this triple stream thing works and it actually seems to be cool and people want to, just come hang out for live stuff here, then I can probably do this, and then take some of the other stream stuff I was doing, especially like the rewards and stuff, and start filtering them out between like YouTube and Twitch, and kind of just try to put it all together in a way that ends up being more doable for me and for everybody. So I'm gonna be working all that out. Is Cheryl in the booth with you? Oh my gosh, Evangeline, thank you so much for bringing up Cheryl. Yes, Cheryl is in the booth, although it's a different Cheryl. My old Cheryl was the one that had like, I think he was the white chair. That chair just did not make it. This is Cheryl II. Yes, this is Cheryl II. That's amazing. So a couple things I want to bring up, since I'm kind of like talking about Twitch and streams at the moment. Of course, we've got Halloween coming up this week. Yes, rips in the chat, RIPs in the chat for Cheryl, for sure. Bye, Cheryl. We love you, Cheryl. While we're talking about, I guess I should bring this up while we're talking about, like, this is like faux sad stuff, but I'll just bring the room down for a minute, I guess, and then we'll be okay and get it out of the way. But we did suffer a loss this year. Sadly, our good boy Yoshi Bear did pass away, sadly. I know Daisy was probably more on the streams, in the past. So you guys are probably more familiar with Daisy. And in fact, over on my Instagram and Discord, I posted a picture of Daisy on there to give just a little tease of the stream here. But yeah, Yoshi, he was just the best freaking dog, and he was 13 years old, and a big derpy golden doodle, just the happy-go-lucky, always looking for mischief, that kind of dog. And I can say, like, I was with him all the way to the end, and he was very peaceful. He went out very peacefully, and we Obviously we love him a lot. He's in our hearts forever. But Daisy's still with us, and she's still really dumb and really cute. And so there will be opportunities to bring Daisy on the stream and reintroduce you guys to her so that you can hang out with her. She is a St. Bernie doodle, St. Bernard and poodle cross, and she has like maybe a third of one brain cell, and that's what she's rolling with. So Logan says Daisy is baby, don't call her dumb. It is rough, Croc. Yeah, it is. But it's like he was at a place where he was he was suffering too, and he was kind of losing his quality of life, and so we wanted to make sure that he was comfortable at the end, and we made sure of that, and we'll just never forget it. We have so many stories here in our family about Yoshi, and I still do his voice all the time. I always have voices for the dogs, and so Yoshi's voice is like just like a real dumb version of Aizawa, kind of. He's like let me think of what he would say. It looks like there's some pie up there on the counter. Would it be okay if I got up there and just had some of that pie? Is it okay if I climb up there and have some of that pie? So that was Yoshi. Daisy is, she's just a big derp. So everybody in the family does the voice for Daisy now, and every time I come home, she runs and greets me, and she's just like, "Hello, you came back again. Hi. I'm so glad you came home. Are you going to give me any food? I see that you're in the refrigerator and you have some cheese. Maybe you can give me some cheese too." So that's Daisy, and she's great. We'll get her on the stream as well. Man, I'm all over the place. There's too many things to talk about. Yeah, kite, Temmie Daisy, yes. It is. It's like a Temmie. It's like a Tem. Yeah, Croc for sure. The cheese tax. Yes, Kimmy, that is the cheese tax for sure. I should probably bring this up. I do still eat, let's see, KDB, Silver Age Comic-Con Reno, Nevada. Yeah, I've never been to Reno before, so I would come out to Reno for sure. Just got to figure it out with the scheduling and all that stuff. J.W. Peters got to go to bed. Okay, save those lives in the morning. Thanks so much for stopping by the stream. There'll be more streams, so keep your eyes open. I will tell you before you go, just because for my Twitch fam, I am going to be doing a special Twitch stream this week, Wednesday night, October 30th, the night before Halloween. And it's going to be a spoopy stream in which I am going to attempt to wear a costume of Aizawa's sleeping bag. Now, the reason why I say attempt is because it's like literally 90 degrees here. It's not it's not supposed to be, but it's like 90 degrees here, and this booth is also like not super, it's not super cool in here. It's pretty warm. So lady, did we get a raid? Lady Cepheus, thank you, raiders. Welcome in from the raid. MCM Comic-Con in Scotland. Yes, I think I've got some UK dates maybe coming up this year. We'll see. And of course I will let you know. But so put it in the back of your head. This is going to be a special stream for my Twitch people who have literally just received nothing from me for 2 years. And yet the crazy thing is so many of you have also like still remained as subscribers during that time, which is incredible. Also, that's been like 2 years of being subscribers, and I have just been over here dreaming of returning. So yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking by me, for being patient. I know a lot of you have, when I've talked to you, you're like, well, I don't want to lose my streak. You know, I don't want to lose my sub streak with you guys or with the channel. And I get that, because some of you have got like Crispies coming out your ears. I got to figure out some fun stuff for you guys to do with your Crispies as well. Piper says, I stayed at tier 3 for about a year after you left. Thank you, Piper. Thank you, Piper. I appreciate that. So thank you guys for sticking by me. For my Twitch people in the campfire, it's going to be Wednesday, and we are going to we're just going to do it up. We're going to have a spoopy stream. And I don't know if I'm going to play a game. I'll probably play some kind of game, maybe. If not, then we'll just read. What I might do, actually, this would make more sense. Beth Anime, what is up, Beth Anime? Welcome back. I'll probably do some like spooky readings. Ash, thank you so much. On Wednesday, and give you a little bit of a taste of what I'm going to be working on with my new kind of project that I'm doing, which is right over here in the background. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right before stream, I was like, I should probably put like a sign up or something, or Kimmy was like, you should put something on OBS, you know, and at the last minute, we were able to just get up some timers that are going off, and so you can see those. But Mochi, no problem. Thanks so much for dropping by. Katie Marie, learn to write backwards too. Yeah, I need to do that, because on TikTok this is backwards, and on Twitch it is forwards, and on YouTube I think it's forwards, but it's definitely backwards on TikTok. So you guys are gonna have to read backwards. Lady CPS, I resubbed for tier 3 for like 2 months mid-break. Yeah. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Using the other Ash, just call me Daz. Okay, I can call you Daz. I can flip it in the settings. Look at you, Bun Bun. Can I flip it in the settings while live, though? Is it that? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. What if I do that? Oh, that actually worked. Bun Bun for the win. Thank you so much. Y'all can actually read what is in the background now. Thank you, Bun Bun. So there have been a lot of things that have happened in the last 2 years, specifically around streaming. For example, the last time that I was streaming, if you tried to play music on a live stream, I sound like I'm about 1,000 years old right now. If you tried to play music on a live stream, there was a really strong chance that you were going to get like a strike, right? Is that what they're called? I think you're gonna get you would get a strike, and then your stream could be taken down, or the VOD would be taken down. And then in that time, there's just like channels for this that you just turn on in Spotify, and then you can just play music with no problem. So that's pretty cool. Is Kyle here? I thought I saw Kyle's name. Oh, yes, he is here. Kyle, what is up? So I don't have any sounders. I don't have any music. I don't, other than this background music. I need to, I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to try to figure out, like, what do I want to, what do I want to incorporate as far as that stuff goes? Yeah, the chaotic song that I used to, Crispy Chaos. Yeah. Kyle says, chilling in my mother flipping casino hot tub. Yeah, Kyle sent me. Kyle, what city are you in? Remind me. Kyle's out at a con this weekend. Yes, Francesca. Thank you so much for the gift subs. Thank you so much. And he sent me a picture, sent me a video. He's got a giant, massive, like cartoonishly huge luxury jetted jacuzzi tub in his hotel room tonight. And yeah, Kyle, you definitely need to share that picture, share that video. It's amazing. Nicole, thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate that. So yeah, Faye. Oh, yeah, Omaha. That's right. Faye's in Omaha. Saki, thanks for coming in. Have a great night. Sleep good. Yes. So copyright-free music, I mean, to me, was this thing that was like this impossible dream that like someday, you know, maybe we could have the ability to play music on a stream without getting in trouble. But now it's just the most it's just totally easy and common. Good night, mistress. Have a good night. Thanks for coming out. So anyway, so let me get to, now that I've flipped this around for you guys. There you go. Actually, let me answer some of your questions because there's a bunch of questions here. So let me see if I can answer some of these questions. What is my favorite TV show? My favorite TV show, like of all time. I will tell you, that's really hard to choose, but I will tell you this season, I am really loving The Penguin. I have not missed it. I have not missed a single episode. And Colin Farrell as the Penguin is like, I don't know, legendary. And some of it is just, some of it is his acting, but some of it is also just like the incredible like makeup work and all the costume design that they've done for that show. But the performances are great and the story is really good. Thank you for that hard hat again. I think I just got another hard hat. Thank you so much. Risa, thank you so much. So I would say The Penguin right now is the show that I just don't miss at all, every week. Evangeline asks, will we have Turkish Star Wars again? This is the home of Turkish Star Wars, and that is still one of my favorite terrible movies. And I feel like I could watch Turkish Star Wars, you know, at least like once a year. So I would say once a year we can revisit Turkish Star Wars because it's it's just like a fever dream. I mean, it's a classic. Yes, a classic of unwatchable cinema. Cosplay me. Yes, Morgan. Oh my gosh. Yes. Cosplay me at a con. Yeah. I don't think I've had, do you mean me? Or do you mean like one of my characters? Because of course I see my characters all the time. But I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had somebody cosplay just me. That would be pretty funny. Risa, thanks for the gifts. Salty Sal, thank you for the roses. And a donut. I definitely don't need any donuts. But yeah, that'd be hilarious if I ran into somebody who was just cosplaying as me. Working on my Chris Waycamp cosplay. Yeah. I want to meet somebody at a con who's just doing Chris Waycamp cosplay. And eating a donut. So, where was I? Oh, okay. Eventually I'm going to get to the new project that I'm working on. So, I've been thinking about, I've been doing, I guess, I will say I've been doing some audiobooks in the last 2 years. What was it like to voice Miles Edgeworth? He's probably my favorite character out of the entire Ace Attorney series. I can't help but notice there are so many depictions of him out there. Usually him being portrayed with a British accent for some reason. Well, he's just real fancy, you know? He's just a real fancy guy. And Miles Edgeworth is a real fancy guy. And he's an interesting character too. I always tell people this when they come talk to me, because I'm like, he's this incredibly like popular and powerful and apparently wealthy, prosecuting attorney. And all he ever does is lose. I mean, not throughout the entire series, but like definitely early on, he's just loss after loss after loss. And yet he's this, amazingly powerful prosecuting attorney. As a prosecutor, he's unbeaten until we begin the story, and then he just loses over and over again. And I think he's just kind of got that, I don't know, my version is a little more mid-Atlantic, I guess, versus British, but. Alyssa, hey, thanks for coming in on TikTok. So I got to shout out, first of all, Ash and Alyssa and Morgan, because those three today signed up on my Patreon. They are the first ones to sign up under their tiers. And so they are basically like forever, the beginning people, the founders of those tiers. And so I can't thank the three of you enough for jumping in on this thing when there's really nothing there yet. And just having faith and taking a leap. I've got a bunch of really cool rewards over there, and the three of you are going to be getting all of those. So that is very cool. That is very cool. And I don't know. It's a new project, so it's cool to have people like believe in it right away. So thank you so much for doing that. Yes. And also I look forward to seeing the three of you probably at cons very soon, because I'm headed back to Florida next month. I'm going to be going to Wasabi Con in Jacksonville, and then Pasadena, California, or actually reverse. Pasadena, California, Wasabi Con, Jacksonville, and then I'm headed out to Columbus in December, so GalaxyCon Columbus. Dark Wisteria asks, Florida still exists? I hope it does. I mean, I know there's been some pretty crazy hurricane stuff going on. I think, so there's parts of it. Oh, Ash. Okay, so you just mentioned I haven't been to a con near you in forever. I literally just inked the ink on the contract is not even dry. I can't tell you where it is yet, but I can tell you that I remember where you live, and it's gonna be near you. So more to come on that. Okay. I keep getting so distracted because you guys are awesome. Yes, thank you for that universe. And WasabiCon, Alyssa? Yes, I will see you there. I've never been to WasabiCon. This is going to be fun. Saigo Getsuga, more to come on that. As far as Pacific Northwest, I've got something in the works for that this year. I did go to Washington State for the first time this year, and that was fun. North says I've signed up to Sleep Summoner. Yes, okay. So, audiobooks. Over the last couple years, I've been dipping my toe into audiobooks and narration. And in the back of my head, I was like, what I'd really like to do is create something that is like entertaining, that people will enjoy, and at the same time, maybe actually like solve a problem. And so the more I thought about it, it was like, if there's one thing I've always been told throughout my whole career as a voice actor, it's, I could just listen to you read the phone book, it wouldn't even matter, what you were saying. And that sounds awesome, and that sounds like a cool compliment, but it kind of means that my voice is like really, I'm not going to say boring, but just kind of relaxing, put it that way. But I thought, this would be maybe my superpower in a way. and also I could read books, read stories, but do it in such a way that would provide something that people could get their hands on every week and have it for free. And so they can go there and basically just put it on in the background when it's bedtime, when it's time for them to, wind down for the night. And Nicole, reading. Yes, I remember. I remember. Don't you quote the old magic to me. But yeah, so to that end, I've been working on this thing called Sleep Summoner, and this is my janky sign back here. I literally just went to Walmart and got this notepad, and then I wrote this stuff on the notepad because I don't know. I think in the future I should probably put it on like the stream, somewhere, look professional and cool, but right now it's this janky piece of paper. So Sleep Summoner, this one on top is what I'm talking about. youtube.com/@sleepsummoner, and it's literally just going to be free stories. So I'm going to try to have them come out weekly every Tuesday. I'm also going to do readings, on live streams. I'm just going to jump on TikTok and do some readings, jump on Twitch, do some readings, jump on YouTube, do readings. And so that'll be a little bit of a different flavor, to streams, because in the past it was always like this interaction, like we're always interacting. And I love that, but I also think it could like maybe solve a problem for people to just have them, just listen to me as they fall asleep. So whiteboard in the future. Yeah, a whiteboard would be a good upgrade. You're right. I was even thinking about like some kind of like, I don't know, like a neon. Well, Kimmy had mentioned like a neon sign or something like that. We'll get there. It's early days. We'll get there. I'm getting a lot of questions about Baby Bell cheese versus Tillamook. I'm happy to say, after 2 years, I've grown as a person in a very big way, and that is that I now unfortunately accept all cheeses. And now I still think that, I say unfortunately because I probably don't need to be doing that. Another hard hat. Thank you so much. I don't need to be eating and enjoying as much cheese as I do, but there are worse vices, I guess. Yes, Fire Blue Vixen, welcome in and thank you. That's a great point. Like, for example, on Wednesday, I'm not going to do it the whole time because I want to do some just chatting or some games with you guys too during the stream. But I'm definitely going to spend some part of the stream probably reading Sleepy Hollow, I think. Kyle says, you just lost 10 viewers with that statement, buddy. Yeah, I mean, I'm not here to shame cheese eaters. I'm just talking about myself. For me, just for myself, I do not need to be eating nearly as much cheese, especially as we head into the fall, because I do feel like the fall is kind of my time to eat more food. The fall and winter, I would say, just in general. These are my times to put on weight and eat too much food. Michelle says, I still have the recording you made of you reading Desiderata for me. It was so incredibly sweet, and it still means a great deal to me. Good. I'm so glad to hear that, Michelle. That's awesome. And I want to be able to do that stuff for you guys again. I used to be on Cameo. I don't know. Do you guys remember Cameo? It might even still be around. I don't know. But back during the pandemic era, I was on Cameo pretty regular, and people would, basically it was just a site for like, if you wanted to request like a personalized video kind of thing, you could make a request on there, and then I would record it and send it basically directly to you. I do the same thing, when I go to live appearances. But yeah, Cameo kind of started doing some stuff with specifically AI voices that, I don't know, for me, everybody's different. But for me, I just kind of decided that I didn't want to support that. So I bounced from there. But then that, of course, creates kind of a gap where it's like, well, people still want to get this for birthday gifts for their friends or whatever. Evangeline whistles innocently as I return from Patreon. Evangeline, what did you do? Tell us what you did. So one of the things I'm including with the tiers on Patreon is that I forget which tier it is. I need to pull it up so I can actually read the tiers probably to you guys, because this is still so early that I don't really have everything memorized. I mean, I'm just happy that we're still online. I can't believe this is actually working. I sort of thought that it was not going to work. Okay, so that tier that I am referencing, where you can get a personalized video, is the catnapping count, tier 4. And you may recall when I was on Cameo, I think I was charging almost $70 or something like that, which is pretty much my my con price if I go to a con and live appearance. If you guys have met me there, it's usually $70. But that's generally because some percentage of that is going elsewhere, right? So with the Cameo platform, I forget what it was, but it's a big chunk of it that goes to Cameo, right? So I've got to make sure it's worth my time. I'm delivering something of value to you and not just something I'm dashing off, And so anyway, so I thought a good way to do it is just combine it with other rewards that people may already want and price it at $50. And then that way, Patreon, I've learned, I just didn't know much about Patreon. And so I'm learning more and more about Patreon. But Patreon takes a much, much lower percentage than even Cameo back when I was on Cameo. So I'm like, well, this is a no-brainer. I can drop the price of what I'm charging for the Cameo because more of it's going to me and less of it's going to a platform. And I've kind of tried to do that with all of these offerings. I've kind of tried to think about it how can I bundle stuff together on here? Anyway, okay, I'm getting off track again. Asher says, I'd love to have a personalized video for my OC Ayame Yamada. I'm butchering that. Ayame Yamada. Rachel says, let me get past my wedding next week and I'll definitely be subbing to your Patreon. Congrats on your wedding. That's awesome. And I hope it goes really, really smooth. So you are having a Halloween wedding. That's freaking awesome. Are you going to be, is it Halloween themed for your wedding? KDB says, will you be at SAC Anime Winter? I don't know. So I live out of my calendar. My calendar's on my phone, and I don't know the answer to that off the top of my head. So I'm sorry about that. Retro says, I'm looking forward to the affirmation video. Yes, so one of the other cool things that I'm going to be doing every week is for people at a certain tier that I don't have memorized. Oh, it's Bedtime Barons. It's tier 3, the Bedtime Barons tier, are going to be getting a 10-minute video each week, and it's to everybody who's at least that tier or higher. And it's basically just going to be some of the stuff that helps me through stressful stuff, and affirmations and validations, and some of the wisdom I've gained. And probably it's going to be pretty lighthearted because, the best advice I have for anybody is try not to take yourself too seriously, and try not to take the troubles that come your way too seriously also. And, but yeah, so that's just something I'm going to put out there every week. And, so that's just another thing that I'm going to be doing. But the Patreon is kind of its own thing. It goes along with the Sleep Summoner YouTube, which is what I'm going to be focusing on every week, and that's going to be free. So the Patreon is really something for, people who want to, what is this? Stir the pot, a limited time only emote. What is this? This is a new thing, guys. I don't remember this from the old days. This is appearing in my chat here as a limited time only emote. I don't know what that means. What do I do? I'm just clicking on it over and over again and it's not doing anything. It also says choo choo. Oh, is this from a hype train probably? I think it's an emote from the hype train. Renabe, what is up? Jumping on for a bit before bed. How goes it? It goes. It goes. I'm so glad to be back on here with y'all. And I hope you're doing good too, Renabe. It's been a long time. Raka says, so much has changed and tweaked in the last 2 years when you're off. Yeah. I was going to ask you guys about that, because of course, from my perspective, it's like I'm sort of just showing up here 2 years later. But what has changed for you guys? That goes for, I guess we'll just start with, TikTok and Twitch and YouTube as well, because we've got YouTube chat on here too. What has changed for you guys on here? What are the changes that you guys have noticed on Twitch and on TikTok and on, YouTube? I guess YouTube Live is still a pretty new thing, right? I think they were just barely starting to do it right as I was leaving 2 years ago. So yes, North, you did. You went and got that. Nicole says, I'm still Kyle's slave. Logan Mack says, Logan got married. Congratulations. That's awesome. Picked up the waifu, yes. Whiskey Rose had water come out of their nose. Is that every day, or is it just tonight? Just right now? Shinori got a cat. Justifer wants to know if I have any more dry cleaning. Yes, I have a feeling I will have more dry cleaning for you. Beetlejuice Sam is back. What is up, Sam? How you doing? Welcome back, brother. So, yes, when it comes to the Twitch streams and the Twitch subs and the Twitch rewards, it's all going to be very video game focused. Because Twitch is really the home of the video games for me. YouTube is going to be kind of the home for more of this style of stream, so it's more of the just chatting, the cozy stuff, the readings as part of Sleep Summoner. And Twitch is kind of going to be the place for games. Or, we're going to have the themed Halloween stream coming up on Wednesday, so we'll have some special little moments like that too. Mike got a cat. Nice. Asher says I need to get a new job. I just got cat paws. And Ruben says he wants to hear me sing the Hulk song again. So somewhere on my computer, I still have all the songs. So what I may try to do is maybe for Wednesday, I'll try to dig up some of the songs. And because it'd be fun to play the stream theme again. It'd be fun to play the Hulk song. I don't know. There's some old fun recordings that would be fun to play again. What sort of games am I into now, Alyssa? I don't play games. It's like when I stopped streaming, I feel like I kind of just fell off. Now, I did go back because there's a remaster of Metal Gear coming out called Metal Gear Delta. And I don't know when it's coming, but Metal Gear is like very near and dear to my heart. and I wanted to have something that would that I wanted to reintroduce it to myself, but also like introduce it to the kids, and give them a chance to experience it. And so we were playing a little bit of Metal Gear 5: The Phantom Pain, which is just hilarious. It's just like a super fun. It's basically like Metal Gear Grand Theft Auto. You're just running around, just absolute chaos. You know, I just love the Metal Gear universe. I love the games. Solid Snake is the best. My son Alan is actually going as Solid Snake for Halloween this year. He's 9, for those who don't know. And then my older boys are turning 14 years old tomorrow. Literally, their birthday is tomorrow. We had their big friend birthday party earlier this week, and that was awesome. We went to skating, like a roller skating place, and they had all their friends and got a bunch of pizza, and we just skated around for a couple hours. It was really fun. But they're turning 14 tomorrow, and they are going for Halloween as 2 of the Earp brothers from Tombstone. How many of you guys have seen the movie Tombstone? It's a pretty old movie now. I don't really think of it as like an old movie, but it is a pretty old movie. I don't know what that says about me. Alyssa says, I used to love playing Super Mario Brothers on my SNES. Super Mario World was awesome. All the music in that is very legit. Wait a minute, Jax? Did you just join the Regents on Patreon? Wow, thank you so much, Jax. So the that's incredible. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So the Regents on Patreon is the top tier, guys. It's the maximum level of support and the maximum level of rewards that you can get. And Jax, I just got the notification. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'll be reaching out to you privately to talk about... Oh, Jax, is that you? To talk about setting up the rewards. Hold on a second. My TikTok live is being weird. It says it's detecting inactivity. What does that mean? I've been here the whole time. Detecting inactivity? What does that even mean? Oh, there's a test. You have to drag the puzzle piece into place. And then drag another puzzle piece into place. Oh, I did it. Oh, I passed the Are You a Robot test. Yay, I'm still not a robot, guys. I was afraid maybe I turned into one. So Jax has subscribed to the top level, which is the Restful Regent. And the Restful Regent gets basically every reward on my Patreon. Plus, they are getting a handwritten letter along with some just little gifts that I've collected over the years and some very unique items that I'll be sending along. And if it's a one-time thing, then cool, you get a letter from me and some gifts, personally handwritten in my pretty not awesome handwriting, I should add. Handwriting was the class that when I was a kid, it was the only class I ever got a C in. And my parents were devastated. And I just thought it was so stupid. It was just the stupidest class. Because all you were doing is just like looking at something and then copying it. It was so boring. And I got a C in it. So anyway, my handwriting is not the best. But I'm going to try to see if I remember how to do cursive for these letters. Because I haven't really done cursive since way, way, way back then. And they freaking drilled it into my head. So I figure I should use it for something, right? So yes, Jax, you will be one of the first people to receive a handwritten letter. And then, as time goes on, if you decide to keep the Regent, we can do kind of like a PayPal or a pen pal kind of thing. And I'm just going to be writing letters to people back and forth. If you want to write me a letter back, then we can we can do a pen pal thing. The last time I did a pen pal, I want to say was in high school, or maybe it was middle school, and it was like, I think I'm remembering this wrong, but I seem to remember there was like a balloon. Does anybody else remember this? Did I dream this? There was like a balloon, and you tied a string to the balloon, and it was attached to like, Evangeline, yes, thank you. I'm glad you're still enjoying it. You would tie the balloon to like a note or a bottle or something, like a plastic bottle, and the balloon, you let the balloon go, it's a helium balloon. And then it just goes wherever it goes. But inside the note was like your return address. It was like an envelope with your address on. How could you ever do this today? I don't think you could ever do this today. And then what was supposed to happen was whoever found that, like wherever the balloon went, whoever found it was then supposed to send you a letter, you know, to your house. And then I guess then you would set up like a pen pal thing. And I want to say I actually did get a letter, but I can't remember who it was from or what it was about. But I don't know if I ever wrote them back. But that was a weird idea. Gerald Marie says, so Jumanji? So I think the pen pal thing could be fun. We don't have to use balloons. We can just send each other letters. And it'll be kind of like, you know, personal information. It'll be kind of slice of life. It's going to be slice of life anime of Crispy Wombat. What is the snapshot of life at this moment? And then, of course, some fun little presents as well, just to keep it unique. Excellent. Yes, thank you, Retro. Yeah, some of y'all remember this. Some of y'all remember this doing the pen pal thing. Thank you, Vixen. I don't know what that little hat is that I keep getting. But again, I sound like I'm about 1,000 years old. And I'm just like, what is that little hat? But thank you for it. So I don't know if ads run on here. Have there been any ads yet? Has anybody seen any ads? Like, Whoa, Morgan. Thank you. Morgan, thank you so much. You are going wild today. Thank you so much for going top tier, and welcome to the Regents Club. I'm going to have to start practicing my cursive because I've got some letters to write very soon. I apologize. I apologize in advance for my handwriting because it's going to be rough. Nicole, thank you. Coming to the rescue here. If you set your ads to the max, they should run every hour. Pizza Costco says we did have pre-roll ads, but besides that, no. And on TikTok, I don't think you guys are seeing any ads, are you? I assume you're not seeing any ads. What about on YouTube? Are you guys seeing ads on YouTube? Well, the reason I ask is because I'm not seeing anything at all. I was expecting like some kind of notification or something. I haven't seen anything. But again, it's just like, I've been gone for a while. I don't know how this stuff works now. YouTube does ads way too much. Really? Okay. I wonder if I can change that. Like, I wonder if I can set it. North says Twitch now runs ads on the right, left, or bottom of the video. Oh, that's kind of cool. Ash says only banner ads. Okay, that's not too bad, actually. You have to pay for no ads on YouTube. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna offer at the first level on Patreon. Hey, welcome back, Grim. I'm gonna basically do the stories ad free, and I'm gonna try to just keep the ads to a minimum on the stories because the point of the stories is, of course, to help you go to sleep. So if you finally nod off to my somnambulant voice, and then all of a sudden there's like an ad that cuts right into the middle of it. That kind of defeats the purpose of that. So, I'm going to try to just make sure that the ads are not jumping up and waking you up in the middle of the night. You got to go to creator dashboard setting for running ads automatically. Okay. There's still so much stuff that I have to figure out again. And that's fine. I'll just figure it all out again. I've got some help, so it's going to be okay. Alyssa says, I've been stuck under cat law fighting off sleep. What is cat law? What does that mean? That's the other thing. I was talking to, Viridian, what is up? Is that the same Viridian from before? Or is that a new Viridian? I don't know. But either way, welcome Viridian. Yeah, Nicole, send me the link about the ad settings. That'd be great. Just so I can... What is that? Boo-tacular. What does that mean? I'm going to see if I can... I'm just going to look in the settings here real quick. And I'm going to be very, very careful because what I don't want to do is click a button. I'm going to be very, very careful because... And mess this up. I do not want to mess this up. John Knight says... Wait a minute. Am I caught up on this? John Knight says, which anime made you cry? Okay. John Knight, thanks for watching over on YouTube. Which anime made me cry? I will tell you that season 5 of My Hero, recording some lines as Aizawa during that pivotal scene of Mike and Aizawa confronting Kurogiri and coming to terms with like who he was, what he was, but also trying to pull him back from the brink was, I would say, probably the most emotional moment that I've had as an actor in an anime. That was a pretty charged scene. Everybody who came into it, which includes Dave Trosco and who was it? Was it Chuck doing? I think it was Chuck. I can't remember if it was Chuck or not. But it was just everybody brought their A game, and so I was really trying to do the same. And it was also recorded remotely during the pandemic, so we were all still kind of locked inside, and I was already in a state during that time, like many of you. God, that was freaking 4 years ago, guys. That just kind of hit me. I was in a really rough emotional state at that time anyway, just because of life. And so it was really easy to channel that into the scene. Forrester Cat is here. What is up? Sorry, it's been a while. Been super busy with college and stuff, which includes being in a 9th grade algebra class. What? Yeah, go to sleep, Cat. But thanks for popping in. There's going to be more. There's going to be more. Time is an illusion. Yeah, I suppose time is an illusion. Faye, you're everywhere, aren't you? You're over on YouTube too. It says that Cowboy Bebop, she recently finished Cowboy Bebop and it made her cry. Cowboy Bebop. I'm going to take a break here in a minute. I just got to walk away and get a little bit of liquid refreshment. I'm coming right back. But let me just say, Cowboy Bebop is still... It's still my favorite of all time. It's like the perfect anime. I don't know. It's hard to describe. And then add to it that Cowboy Bebop is completely original. Can you believe that? Cowboy Bebop is based on nothing but just the basically imaginings of its creators. That's very rare in the world of anime. It's almost always based on, a manga or a light novel or some kind of source material. which is fine. I mean, there's lots of great stories out there, but just for Cowboy Bebop to be what it was and to be completely original, it just makes it that much more OP to me. And I'll just leave you with this. I'm not closing down the stream. I'm literally just going to leave everything running because I don't think I have anything here to like go anywhere else. I need to build some more stuff into OBS. Yeah, it's a pee break. It's a get a drink, and then I'll be right back. But I'll leave you with this. Somebody asked me way earlier in the stream what my favorite character that I voice is, and that's impossible. I can't really answer that. There's too many like great characters, and it's hard to choose just one. So instead, I will tell you that this year, I have really, really enjoyed my time on a show called Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Has anybody watched that yet or heard of that? I voiced a character named Zine. And literally he shows up in the show and he's stuck in like a swamp. And his interaction with Frieren is just so funny. So funny. Frieren is... Yes. Oh, cool. Thanks for starting it. Lupa. Yes. Thanks for checking it out. Where can I watch it? So probably the best place to see it is Crunchyroll, I would think. I'm not really sure where it's streaming at the moment, but I would imagine Crunchyroll is your best shot. Sometimes the stuff on Crunchyroll ends up on like Hulu and Netflix, and so I don't know where all Frieren is these days, but it came out like, I want to say 5 months ago, something like that. And it's not really my type of show. Like as soon as I got it cast in it, I was like, what is this? So I just looked it up. And it kind of, the way it's described is like that it's like a cozy slice of life anime. That is not what Frieren is. Now it does have elements of that. And certainly there are cozy moments. And certainly I will say the music is like amazing. Thank you, Vixen. But it's so much more than that. It's so much more than that. Frieren will come for your heartstrings in a way that you just don't expect. And then on top of that, it has some of the coolest fights of any show that I've ever seen. Not necessarily because of like, when I say fights, don't think of it like, oh my gosh, solo leveling. This is going to be like the most amazing animation of fights. The animation is good, but it's like the meaning of the fights, like what they mean for the story, is so cool. And anyway, I'm just gonna let y'all think about that, chat about that for a minute. And for those of you that have seen Frieren, try to sell it to the other people in the chat as something they should check out, because we have confirmed, I think. I saw a leak online that there's a confirmed season 2. Zenya's Adventures is rating. Welcome, guys. It's my first live stream back. Thanks for coming out. Royalties, what is up? Oh my gosh, there's a name from the past right there. What is up, Royalties? Good to see you again. I think by the time I'm done tonight, I'm gonna see everybody. I think everybody's coming back. Has it been a long time for you guys that since you've been on a live stream? Or do most of you guys still, like, are you still on Twitch? Are you still on TikTok on live streams? Are you, or has it been a while since you've been on here? The tricky thing is there's just so many cool things to watch. Dark Wisteria says it's been 2 years. Dang. Well, welcome back. Yeah, I kind of did retire. I mean, not officially, but I kind of just it had to fall off. I had too much stuff going on. And I'm just, I'm making time for it now, but it's going to be not as much as I used to stream. I think I was streaming 15 times a month. And that was fun, but that was way too much. So we're going to do it again, but we're going to do it in a way that is a lot more sustainable this time. So I can actually keep going, It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. Oh, Unicorn, what's up, Danny? Unicorn Danny. Oh my gosh. Hey, how are you doing? You were up in Portland, weren't you? I think I remember. We used to do one-on-ones. I think I remember you up in Portland. Maybe. Thanks for the ice cream cones royalties. I'm good, Ash. Welcome in. Bizzle says, I heard Free Earned is good. One of my best friends showed me clips of it. It looks cool, and the soundtrack is amazing. The soundtrack is amazing. Like, I don't listen to anime music, really. I like, I'm a rock guy, so I like to listen to rock. Or indie, heavy metal, stuff like that. Whiskey Rose, good night. Thanks for coming in. But I have got the Free Earned soundtrack saved on my Spotify, and I listen to it. It is good. It is really good, and it's very reminiscent of like the Lord of the Rings soundtrack. It's so beautiful and sweeping, and I could just go on. And if I do go on, I'm never going to get any water. So Mina, you going to bed? Good night. Radiohead yes, I still love Radiohead. Although I will say, I feel like we're not going to get a new Radiohead record anytime soon, but Tom York has joined up with Johnny Greenwood from Radiohead and another guy whose name I'm forgetting, who does like the drums and I think some of the keyboards and stuff, some of the percussion. And the three of them are in a band called The Smile. And it's available on Spotify. They've got a record out, came out this year. And for me, it doesn't have like the Radiohead vision to it, where it's like whatever this is going to be is completely different and is going to like move the needle on changing what music is, which is kind of what I feel like Radiohead has done with almost every album to some degree. This is more just like these three guys like making music together, and they also do it in these really interesting off-kilter time signatures that as a drummer I really enjoy, because it's like super catchy hooks in weird time signatures. And that kind of stuff really, really gets me going. So check out The Smile. They're on Spotify too. I am not leaving. If you guys have to leave, I totally understand, but I'm going to be back in like 5 minutes or something. Hey, while I'm gone, I'm just going to keep reminding you. This is 100% free. It does not cost you any money. You do not have to pay money. You do have to pay money on Patreon. You do not have to pay money on YouTube. So like right now, I'm looking at the chat on YouTube. All these folks have already followed me on YouTube. Thank you so much for you guys doing that. Wolfie, Puppy Guppy, Bizzle, Tara, John, Totem of Shadows. Thank you guys for doing that. If you're on TikTok, if you're on Twitch right now, please do give me a follow on YouTube. That is where you're going to be able to get my free stories every single week. And you may find that falling asleep to my voice provides you with a premium slumber experience. I tried to say that with a straight face. All right. I'll be right back. Biat. Ugh. Turns out everybody was still awake. And they were all just sitting in the living room watching YouTube. I'm like, what are you guys are all supposed to be asleep. What are you doing? Right. Well, let's see who's still here. Is anybody left? Did everybody go to bed? Did you go to bed? Or are you still in the stream? Did you go to bed? Or are you still in the stream? Yeah, you guys are still around. Let's see. Levi, not bedtime yet, says Alyssa. Nat says, man, it's Friday night. Ain't nobody in bed. Sleep is for the weak. Rubber Ducky says, how are the puppers? The puppers is just a pupper now. But the pupper is well. Although she was awake in there. And this is way past her bedtime, so she's very confused. And Morgan says, I'm doing my Morgie best to stay awake. Well, let me tell you, I am too. Gerald Marie is still here. And says, did you just say biat? Giat. Kite says I never leave. And Michelle's still here too. What is up, Michelle? Bedtime is not another 30 minutes for me. And KDB made coffee. Now that is a very aggressive move. Coffee at 10:30 is pretty aggressive. We got about, let's say, 90 more minutes here together with this first stream. I haven't even talked about some of the stuff I've worked on here recently. Geekly says, I think you saying gyat took at least 10 years off my lifespan. That's a high price to pay. I'm really sorry to hear that. I don't know if me saying gyat is worth losing 10 years of your life, but... Jinx says it's almost 5 a.m. Where are you, Jinx? Are you in Australia? I really wish Smiles was still around. I reached out to Smiles on Instagram recently just to say hi, and we connected, and she wrote me back, and we just kind of like, she's actually working on music now, and I guess maybe hasn't been streaming as much, kind of like me. Man, I just always loved Smiles. Smiles was such a positive, fun person to have on the streams and have around. Smiles are better. I hope maybe I get to cross paths with her again sometime. Retro says, what is a yacht? Michelle says, I remember the Stardew Valley streams. Yes, the Stardew Valley streams were truly chaotic. Those were just chaos. Jinx, did you respond? Where? I'm scrolling up. Oh, Scotland. Oh my gosh, 5 a.m. in Scotland. Have you been up all night, or did you wake up to this stream? Can you imagine waking up to this stream? What a way to wake up in the morning. Mana-sama says, this is so skibbity. My kids have some friends, I mean, I don't know, some sort of friends that say stuff like the brain rot stuff, Skibbity Toilet and Skibbity Ohio and, you know, Sigma and all that stuff. It's just funny to me. Yes, Ohio Rizzler. Yes. Skibbity Ohio Rizzler. You've got Skibbity, you've got negative Riz, bro. You've got negative Riz. I don't know. It's very funny. Mary says, not gonna lie, I'm in bed reading with this as the background because your voice is very relaxing and soothing. I'm very excited to actually fall asleep to you reading me bedtime stories. Thank you so much, Mary. You know, I think early on, when I first started voice acting, I felt like this was actually like a weakness of mine, that if I wasn't careful, I could just get into a really samey kind of pattern, and because of the way my voice sounds, it can kind of be boring. You know, like it's something I was really conscious of early on when I first started voice acting, that I was like, how can I not put people to sleep? So, and in fact, my wife Sarah, one of her favorite things has always been for me to just read anything, you know, when she's trying to go to bed, because it just knocks her out. So I've decided to use this for good and not evil. I do. It's like, and it was right there all along. It was right there all along. And so it's always been in the back of my head of like, man, I need to just fully embrace the sleepy sensei. And so that's what I'm going to do. So yes, Mary, the first story is going to drop on Tuesday this week. And I'm going to, you know, drop it all on my socials. So for those of you that aren't following on YouTube, if you're following me somewhere else, you'll still hear about it. You'll still find out about it. I'll keep you all in the loop. And then you can just try it because it's free. Just try it out. See if you enjoy it. See if it's fun. See if it puts you to sleep. And I'm going to try to build it, like I said, in such a way that it just kind of... Sleep Summoner is supposed to not have any ads in the middle, because if you've got ads in the middle, that's going to be annoying. It's going to wake people up, and that is not the goal. Yeah, the sleepy sensei thing. It's always been there, and I've resisted it. I will say it helps that I've spent the last 3 years voicing an absolutely insane cat. I got a chance to do this for a director named Jade Saxton at Crunchyroll, and she's just awesome. And she gave me a shot at voicing this cat in a show called Natsume's Book of Friends. And we've literally been recording that for 3 years now. It just was the new episode for the new season 7 just dropped last week, I want to say. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago now. Time in October is going way too fast. And anyway, this cat is absolutely bonkers. It's literally like if I had gotten a chance to be cast in Looney Tunes the anime is what this character is. And so that's been awesome. And it's given me a chance to spread my acting wings in a way that I hadn't normally done over the last 3 years. It's been pretty consistent over the last 3 years because we are on season 7 now, if you can believe that. These are all up on the Crunchyroll website, so if you go there and look for Natsume's Book of Friends, you will find it. And sweet, cozy story, and then into each story is injected this absolutely diabolical, manic, insane cat ghost yokai character. Eric, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks for the welcome. And it's a super silly show. The stakes are funny. It's mostly just funny, good times, happy feels. Nicole says, imagine listening to a calming audiobook read by Chris, but then boom, you get a loud Ford F-150 ad. So what would that be like? That'd be like, and then, as the sun went down, he laid his head down on a palm frond. He closed his eyes and began to drift off to a safe and warm repose. Come out for Truck Month. The Ford F-150 now. Discounts available at dealers near you. Ford. Get tough. Get dirty. Get F-150'd. Something like that? That'd be really hard to sleep through for me. So we're just going to avoid that. We're going to avoid that if at all possible. Now, there will be an ad at the beginning because it's YouTube. And there probably will be an ad at the end. But the trick is, I'm going to put the story will be 2 hours or whatever. And then I'm going to put 6 hours of nothing. 6 hours of just a black screen, basically. And so the video will just play all night long. But there won't be any sound until 8 hours goes by or whatever. And then I assume at the end there'll be an ad or something. But that's the plan. Gentle repose. No, aggressive repose. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, YouTube ads tend to, I think, interrupt in the middle of sentences too. So, Gerald Marie, monetization will still be possible, but I'm not super focused on that with YouTube. Monetization is more the Patreon. That's where I'm going to have, the majority of the paid rewards, paid subscription sorts of rewards that people want. That's where you're going to go to get those. Now, if I get to a point where I can do, because I know YouTube has subscriptions too, but I don't think I can do them yet because I'm just too new on YouTube. So if I'm lucky enough to get to that point where I can do that, then maybe I'll do some subscriber stuff there. But yeah, I don't even think ads. I don't know what ads pay, but I don't think it's much. So I'm not super worried about the ads on YouTube, to be honest. That's more about just building a following of people that want to use my voice in a way that helps them go to sleep. Because I think my voice will be really good for that. So I think it's a good place to do it. Am I doing those live? So that's something I have thought about. I've thought about that. Like I said, this Wednesday I'm going to be doing some readings from Sleepy Hollow, and that'll be for my Twitch folks. And then with YouTube, I'm going to be doing subscriber just chatting streams where I may do readings as well. And certain tiers of the Patreon folks are going to be able to vote on what readings I actually do. So for people who want to be on a poll and decide which ones, I'm actually reading and recording, they're going to get the opportunity to do that. But this is all just kind of like the beginning. And what I'm really going to do is figure out what people really want and figure out what people are enjoying. And then I'm just going to lean into that and do more of that. And we'll just kind of steer as we go. Super chat. So I don't know anything about, Gerald Marie was asking about super chats. I assume, does anybody know what super chats are? Can anybody explain what a super chat is to me? Because I don't know what that is. Is it like paid chatting? Or what is it? Big Mac Attack 571 says, hello, Sensei. Hello, Big Mac Attack 571. I want you to know, from now on, you're welcome in UA High. Retro says, I sub to you everywhere, my guy. Promise I'm not a stalker. It's all good. Yeah, okay. Lets viewers purchase messages to highlight in a live chat or premiere. Okay, so that's kind of similar to Twitch. I'm already kind of familiar with that, I guess. It's basically, yeah, Nat says it's basically you can pay someone and write a message. It's the YouTube, Eric says it's the YouTube equivalent to subscriber-only chat. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know. If it's something people want, then we'll probably make it available. Purgabirdie says paid messages for lives. If it's something people want to do, we'll probably just do it. Levi says, can you do an Aizawa line? Let's see. Oh, this song's perfect. It's not an Aizawa line. This is the Sleepy Sensei. I've spent my whole day working with these kids. All I want to do is relax. But instead, I've got to grade papers. Late into the night, checking their answers against answer keys. Reading essays. Wondering, when's it going to end? When is this paperwork going to go away? And when can I finally lay my head down on my comfy pillow and drift off to dreamland? Well, the answer is never, Aizawa. Sleepy Sensei. The answer is never, Sleepy Sensei. Because the work is never done. The work of keeping children educated and alive is never done. It just isn't. Sammy, thank you so much. Favorite voice actors, hey, thank you so much. I love doing this work. Voice acting, and really just acting of any kind, but especially voice acting, has been so wonderful. And I just recently celebrated, 13 years full-time professional voice acting. It's been an awesome ride. Misty says, hey, Chris, I went to the Comic-Con in March in Albuquerque, and I went on Sunday. Then when I got there, I didn't get to meet you because you left before I got there. I'm so sorry, Misty. Usually on Sundays, I have to jet so that I can go catch a flight back home. And, but that sucks that I missed you. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we're getting to chat now, but I have a feeling I'll be back to New Mexico, sometime in the next couple years, and so I hope that our paths can cross then. John says, I still occasionally imagine Aizawa and Kisho Arima sitting in a bar together complaining about their respective problem kids. Yeah, Arima would have a different solution for those problem kids, wouldn't he? A much more permanent solution. Nicole says, Chris is a VA teenager. Thank you. Yes. 13 years is crazy, but I'm proud of you. Keep doing your great work. Yeah, thanks so much, Mac. I appreciate that. The opportunities seem to just keep coming, and so I just keep embracing them. I just got cast in a new show in a decently big part, and I don't know when it comes out, but I've been working on that here over the last couple weeks, and it's been a lot of fun. I'm working with a director that I haven't worked with a whole lot in the past, and so that's always cool to work with new directors and get kind of pushed and stretched into new directions. And that's been awesome. So that, check my socials, and as soon as it comes out, I'm sure I will be posting about it. So Alexis says, I missed meeting you at Anime 414 in August. Poop. That's what I say about that, Alexis. I say poop. But I'll be back. When are you coming to Alaska? That's a great question. Ooh, Bellanoctor. Bellanoctor has asked a favorite question of mine. I typically get this when I go to conventions a lot, because there's a certain group of people that just cannot get enough of this show. It's called Kakuryou, Bed and Breakfast of Spirits. And I've got some really good news about Kakuryou, Bed and Breakfast of Spirits. And that is that The animation company behind Kakuryou, Bed and Breakfast of Spirits, has confirmed there is a season 2 on the way. Very exciting stuff. That was a show I did back in 2017 with the great Emily Neves in the role of Aoi, and me in the role of Master Innkeeper. And it's been one of these shows that it kind of went under the radar and for most people, but it's developed this really rabid following. And without fail, yes, Pelinoctor, I'm excited too. I'm not confirmed to reprise anything or anything like that. I just am aware of the news. That's all. That there is going to be season 2. I would love a chance to reprise that role. So hopefully it happens, but I don't know any inside baseball with that at this point. But yeah, it's just one of these interesting shows that sometimes crop up where they take on a life of their own. And without fail, every appearance I go to, there's at least one person who will show up and just be like, I couldn't find any Kakuryou Bed and Breakfast merch. Do you have anything? And I'll have like one print. And they're just so happy that they can come just kind of gush about the show. Because, man, people love this show. The people who know about it, they love this show. And there's more coming. Songery Scheme. Hey, nice to see you too. Thanks for coming over to YouTube. Appreciate that. Meg says, we can get you to Alaska maybe. I would love to go to Alaska. Are there cons in Alaska? I don't even know. Sour says, Christopher, can you say hi to my friend Cindy? Hi, Cindy. Are you on the stream right now? Are you there? Cindy, are you there? Cindy, give us some sign of life. I don't know if Cindy's here or not. But hi, Cindy. Opinion on Aizawa's new haircut. Well, I did see... there was something I saw on social media the other day that was like... it was like I think it was a picture of like all of the cast, and they were dressed up like pirates or something. And I think he had like a fade or something like that. And I thought it looked really cool, but it looked a little young on him too. Like it younged him up a lot. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, you know. I'm actually kind of a fan of young Aizawa. I hope we get to see maybe more of young Aizawa someday. That'd be cool. Lexi says, I'm glad I got to see you again in Fan Expo Dallas. Baby Kirby is getting so big. She's already 8 months old. Holy cow. That is crazy, Lexi. It is just going so fast, guys. Something about, when it gets to about October, I don't know what it is, September, October, it's like you get to the butt end of summer, and it feels like every day is just dragging by. But as soon as you get through about middle of September or so, it just starts like every day has rockets on it or something. Just the days start flying by. Can you say what the Sigma? See, these are these are the kind of voice requests that I can't imagine somebody paying for that, but those are the kind of voice requests you could pay for if you were the sort of person who wanted to do that. I'll just do it because it's so silly. What the Sigma? Evangeline says, now for the question we've all been waiting for. If Aizawa was a natural disaster, what would he be and why? Is there a really slow and sleepy natural disaster? Let me think about that for a minute. What would be a slow-moving, really kind of sleepy and slow natural disaster? A glacier? That's a good idea. A sinkhole? A sinkhole! a flood, like a really slow flood. Bakugo says, hi, you're my favorite voice actor ever. Thank you. Thank you, Bakugo. I appreciate that. That's very kind. I will tell you that we voice actors have sort of a running joke. When we go to cons, there's always that one person. This doesn't always happen, but it's just one of those things that's funny and is a commonality between all of us that we all experience. Somebody will wait in your line for like an hour, 2 hours, however long, how many people are there to see you that day. They'll wait in your line. They'll come all the way up to meet you, and maybe they'll even get an autograph. Maybe they'll get, have something signed. And then when it comes time for them to meet you and talk to you, they'll say, oh my gosh, Mr. Waitkamp, you're my second favorite voice actor. And then, of course, that begs the question, right? And it's impossible. It's like you feel compelled to ask the question. So I always do. I go, well, who's your first favorite voice actor? And then they tell me, it's usually a long story about who their first favorite voice actor is and what shows they were in and what characters they voiced that they love so much. And then they get to the end of that and I go, yeah, they are an amazing voice actor. That's so true. Well, thanks for coming to meet me. Fire Blue Vixen is going to bed. Thanks so much for coming out for this first stream, Vixen. I appreciate it. It's great to see so many of your familiar names out here today. I can't tell you how cool that is, because honestly, I didn't know what to expect today. So you sort of hope that maybe people are still around, but you never know. And who knows if anybody even watches streams anymore. But I'm so glad so many of you showed up. It's awesome. Bizzle says a soft thunderstorm. Yeah, a soft thunderstorm. That would be a very nice slow motion natural disaster. Drift says, I can never seem to catch you at a con near me. I need my Aizawa, Nendo, and Pop signed. Well, let me tell you, I've got something like 20 appearances scheduled for next year. So I'm going back to some places I've been to, but I'm also headed out to some new places too that I've never been to before. So the best place to find out where I am is to follow me on social media. I think I've got links all over the place, probably. If you go to my main account, if you just click on my bio, there's probably links there to Instagram and Twitter and good Lord, what else? Twitch and TikTok. There's too many. I feel like there's too many social media websites, but I can't keep track of them all, that's for sure. And then over on Twitter, I just can't call it X. I don't think I'm ever going to call it X. I'm just always going to call it Twitter, but I'm just too set in my ways around that. But there's a lot of people on there that are like, oh, we're moving to Blue Sky. I'm like, I can't do another social media site. I just can't do it. Just can't do it. I've reached my maximum. I think I'm over my maximum with social media sites. So, Jackie says, the eye of a hurricane. Ooh, that's a really good one, Jackie. I like that, especially because we worked eye into it there. You know, Aizawa having the eye quirk. That's a good one. The eye of the hurricane. That's a great answer. A slow motion disaster. The eye of the hurricane. Mama Donovan says like, oh, are you on Flip Flop? I can send you an invite. Like, I mean, I appreciate that people are on there or whatever, and that's fine. I'm really not judging it negatively. It's just, it's a bridge too far for me. I can't go to another social media website at this point. I just can't do it. I can't do another social media app. Froggy says, I'm super excited that I will be getting to meet you in December at GalaxyCon in Columbus. That's going to be my first time to Ohio. Ever. I've never been to Ohio. So I'm literally going to Skibbity Toilet, Ohio, guys. Did you meet me? Where did you meet me, Chris? Where did we meet? I do get to meet, hundreds, sometimes maybe thousands. I don't know. I meet lots and lots of people a year, and I am super good with faces. I will say this is one of my, I have a few basic reality-based superpowers. One of them is like if I went to elementary school with somebody and then I happen to run into them somewhere, I'll be like, I don't remember their name, but I definitely went to elementary school with that guy. So I'm bad with names, but I'm really good with faces. So there's a chance that when I see you again, I'll be like, oh my gosh, what was your name again? I'm very bad with names, but I'm great with faces. Chloe says, I still miss Clover a lot. Could we get a Clover line, please and thank you? Chloe, it's been such a long time since we've had a chat. I hope your luck has improved for the better. Not that you had bad luck before. And in fact, I remember, Chloe, I think I remember that you were working at was it a window factory? I'm probably getting that wrong, but I think I remember something about a window factory. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm great with faces. When I see people, and it's awkward sometimes because I can tell they don't know who I am, but I'm like, it's you. It's you again. I wish I could remember your name, but it is you. Ooh, Morgan. Morgan says, my hubby brought me midnight McDonald's. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. You got a good hubby there. Mary asks, what did you do before becoming a voice actor? You posted a sweet Instagram about your first date with your beloved being somewhere in Europe. What were you two doing there? It wasn't really our first date, but that was back in 2007. We went to the Netherlands together. That's when we were still just dating again, because we dated for the first time. Believe it or not, I have known my wife since I was 12 years old. I met her in 6th grade, math class. Miss O. Smith's math class at Milliken Middle School. And so I've known her a long, long time. And but so we dated in high school and stuff, and then went our separate ways. And so dated, had serious relationships with other people and just kind of lost track. And then I want to say 2006 or so, we reconnected. And in 2007, we went on a trip together. And that's probably the photo that you are referencing, because I believe it's a picture of us in Bruges, Belgium, because we went to Netherlands, we went to Belgium, we went to Amsterdam. That was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun in Amsterdam together. And we got married back in 2008. So that was like our last big hurrah. And then I proposed to her, and we got married. And we've been married since 2008, y'all. And I started voice acting professionally, part-time, probably, in 2010. And so, yeah, man, that takes me back. I haven't been back to the Netherlands since then, nor Belgium. So I wanna go back and visit there sometime, especially now because it's too freaking hot in Texas. This is not supposed to be this hot in October, guys. I do not agree with this. I do not agree with this weather. I want to talk to the manager. Chloe says, Chloe, you're working at GameStop now? Oh my gosh, how is GameStop? I haven't been in a GameStop in too long. I need to go back in a GameStop just to see what's up with GameStop. Are they cool? Are they nice to you at GameStop? Is that a cool place to work? Or like, you know what I mean? Like, do you have like a chill boss? I would think that might be one of the benefits of GameStop is maybe you get like a kind of a chill boss. Kite says I've been looking for a job since January. Haha. Kite, that's stressful. That's 10 months looking for a job? Dang it. That's rough. Anybody else out there on the stream currently struggling to find employment? Can you commiserate with Kite? Are you struggling to find employment at the moment? What's that commercial that comes on at like 2 a.m. about mesothelioma? Do those come on anymore? The way I said that made me think of those commercials. Do you or someone you love suffer from mesothelioma? You may be eligible for compensation. Something like that. I remember those used to come on when I was in college. I think that's when they started. And I remember being up late because I was delivering pizza to pay for like my dumpy little apartment when I was in college, and sharing it with 3 other roommates for a while. And I remember that thing coming on being like, man, I wish I had mesothelioma because I may be eligible for compensation. And I could really use some compensation. I still don't really know what mesothelioma is, but I probably don't want to have it, whatever it is. But I couldn't help but thinking like some lucky person out there right now watching this commercial and realizing they may be eligible for compensation. College, have I played Diablo 4 yet? No. I've fallen off video games entirely. I'm reading books. I've played a few games, but I really have fallen off. I've gotten back to like biking a lot. I'm really enjoying biking. What else have I been doing? I've kind of been, I mentioned watching the Penguin. I've just been working. I just work a lot. And that's great. That's I got a family to pay for, so that's a good thing. But I don't know. I'm super, as I mentioned, I'm super excited for the Metal Gear game. I think it's going to be awesome, and I am definitely going to get that. I am going to play that. Belanoctor says, "Do you miss playing Kingdom Hearts?" Yeah. Yeah, it keeps me up at night. Some nights I'm like, I can't go to sleep because I'm just thinking, man, I wish I could just stand in one place and smash the X button and do kickflips on my skateboard. I do occasionally run into people at cons that, I don't know. Kingdom Hearts is one of those games that's just very divisive. And it seems like the people who love it, they love it. I mean, it's They are all in on Kingdom Hearts. It's rare. I think it's rare to find people that are just kind of like, Kingdom Hearts is okay. It can be a very divisive game, I think. Hey, Clyde, welcome, and congrats on the sub. Oh, Shinori, congratulations. I'm so glad for you. Yeah, no, I hadn't heard about that. I've thought about you, though. I'm just sort of wondering, like, how the health situation's going, how you're doing. But I'm glad you're finally getting some help. That's amazing. I think the last time we talked, you were working at was it a pet store? I want to say it was either a pet store or a veterinarian's office or both. Maybe it was both. Oh my gosh, Violet's here. What's up, Violet? How are you doing? Welcome in. I think Violet's one that I saw maybe most recently, because Violet was, where was it? Was it at Fan Expo Dallas, I think, right? But very good to see you again. Oh, Kilo says, say goodnight. Okay, you going to bed? Here you go. Kilo, thanks so much for coming out tonight. I'm glad you could spend some time with me on stream. I'll definitely be back on YouTube very soon. In fact, pay attention on Tuesday, because that's when I'm going to be releasing the very first Sleep Summoner Restful reading. I hope it'll help you sleep, and everyone else as well. I'll catch you at the next stream. Good night. We missed you too. Is that Speedy? Oh my gosh, Speedy, what is up? How you doing? Welcome back. Hey, there's Ruben. What's up, Ruben? Did you make the jump over from TikTok? Shasha says, I still have a picture of when I met you in Birmingham, Alabama a couple years back. Nice. Thanks so much. Thanks for coming out tonight. Come back to Oklahoma. I'll go into debt to meet you again. Wait, did you go into debt the first time? Did you just get out of debt and now you're trying to get back into debt to come and meet me again? I cannot recommend this course of action. However, if you have mesothelioma, you may be eligible for some compensation. Just saying. Don't go broke on Twitch or for cons. That's good advice. Don't go broke on Twitch. Do go broke on Patreon. I really cracked myself up there, didn't I? Patreon's where all the good stuff is, guys, these days. We will still... I'm going to figure out the reward rollout for Twitch. Obviously, the tiers still exist, and I'm going to figure out what rewards make sense to have here on Twitch. They're mostly going to be video game stream related, because that's what I'm going to be doing on Twitch. I'm going to be playing games and hanging out. Probably playing games badly, but you guys enjoy that better than when I play them good, so I think we all win in a way. Bizzle says, but I'm already broke. That's okay. This hanging out on YouTube is free, so no charge. Meg says, okie doke, my turn to peace out. Hopefully see you at a con soon. Yes, Megs, thanks for coming out tonight. Hopefully see you at the next stream. And Jinx is going to... Oh my gosh, Jinx, literally, what time is it there? Jinx is in Scotland and said that it was 5 a.m. I don't think I ever saw... You probably answered it, Jinx, but I didn't see it. Did you stay up all night, or did you wake up early in the morning for this? Are you coming to NorCal again? A small SacCon says you were going to be there, and I went and you weren't there. Whoa, that's weird. Some kind of crossed wires, huh? Yes, I will undoubtedly be back to Northern California again. I am going to Pasadena. That is next week, apparently. I'm going to have to get sorted out and get ready for that. But I'll be at Pasadena Anime next weekend. So that'll be fun. I've never been. Jinx says, nearly 6 a.m. I think I stayed up playing Baldur's Gate 3 as Aizawa? How do you play Baldur's Gate 3 as Aizawa? That's interesting. Alexis says, I will go broke just to meet Chris. I'm already planning for whatever con is in Houston so I can drag my older sister to her first con. And I told her she has to cosplay as Aizawa. You're dragging your older sister? Interesting. So the younger sister dragging the older sister to the con. Very interesting. Hey, thanks for the confetti. Appreciate you. Appreciate that. Oh, Shinori says, I went from pet store to vet hospital. That's what it was. Cool. Yeah, I could remember. I remember a lot. I remember some things, guys. Okay, maybe not a lot. But I remember as much as can be remembered in 2 years. Crazy that it's been 2 years, but we're back. You know, that's all that matters. We're back. All right, we got like 30 minutes left. Before I did this stream, I was at the store where I bought my janky paper sign. And I was like, I should just get something just in case we get bored or we get towards the end and it's like people are starting to fall off. Can I open this? And I had something before that was like question cards. Oh, you guys want some ASMR? Here you go. Is that even? I don't think that's anything. Hold on, let me get it close for TikTok. TikTok, is that anything? Is that awful? Is that nightmarish? Crinkly cellophane? Is that anything? It's messing with your head? Piper Aaron says, so crispy. Bizzle says, I hear a baby bell being unwrapped. Wolfie likes it. Tara's still wide awake. And Jackie says, it's making my skin crawl. Geeky says, it's activating my gag reflex. Chirroso says, it tickles my brain. Wow. This is the thing with ASMR. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it, y'all. Because it does not do anything to me. It just sounds like crinkly cellophane, so I don't get it. But let's see. This is, it's some kind of little trivia game or something. And I figured it would just give us something to talk about. Give us some conversational things. Is everybody sleeping in tomorrow, or do people have to? Who's working tomorrow? Who's got to get up for work tomorrow? Probably the people that have to get up for work tomorrow already went to bed. I'm gonna guess. Drift has got to work. Drift, what time you got to be there? I'm not trying to bring you down. I'm just curious. John says, I'm sleeping out tomorrow. So not sleeping in, but sleeping out. Bowties has got to work. And Jackie's singing tomorrow. Very cool, Jackie. That's the cool kind of work. Nicole's working. Got to make that money for Anime Pasadena. Storm Todoroki doesn't have to work. Just got out of babysitting. And Michelle's driving John to the eye appointment. Aizawa's working from 5 p.m. to 11. Bean PVG says, ASMR makes me want to invent a war crime. Wow. That's a strong reaction to ASMR. A strong, highly negative, I presume, reaction to ASMR. Arson Queen says, Chris, you might not recognize the name, but it's Hannah. What's up, Hannah? How are you doing? Yes. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Kite's going to a street fair. Oh my gosh, a spooky ghost just scared the pants off of me on TikTok. Who is that over there? Lindsay Beth sent Boo the Ghost. And let me tell you, Boo the Ghost really spooked me. So thank you, Lindsay Beth. ASMR feels weird in my brain. And Saigo Getsuga up at 5 for the cat. Storm Todoroki works with children aged 6 to 12. June says, I'm a freelance artist, so I'll probably be pulling an all-nighter drawing. June. That's cool. What kind of art do you do? I love working with artists. Lady J says, costume parties and goblin market. And Purgabirdie is getting a new washer? Dang. Congratulations, Purgabirdie. Just over there on YouTube, absolutely just rubbing people's faces in your new washer. Unbelievable, the gall of Purgabirdie over here, just lording the new washer over everybody. I'm just kidding, Birdie. It's replacing a 2-year-old washer. Alex has got to get up in 6 hours. You got this. Alex, you got this. You're going to be all right. Somehow that 6 hours is going to feel like 8. I just know it. You work with dogs, it'll be loud. Yeah. Dogs are cool, though. And you've got a con next weekend. Oh, I guess I do, too. Wonder if we're going to see each other. June says, I'm a digital artist. I met you in Colombia. I gave you a silhouette drawing of yourself. Okay. Yes, I do remember you, June. Columbia, South Carolina, right? That would have been... that would have been like 2021, maybe? Something like that, right? 2021. Good to see you again. Kite is putting their bachelor degree away. Clover says, I've had the same washer for 10 years and it's still going strong. That's awesome. They don't really make them like that so much anymore. You've got a good one. Sarah is doing college stuff all weekend. Mexican Hobbit. How you doing, girl? Good to see you. How the flights been? They've been okay. This has been actually not that bad of a year compared to, I would say, last year. Last year was crazy. I mean, we've had a couple difficult flights this year, but nothing like last year. Last year was nuts. Chris says, I almost dropped 4K travel expenses, car and hotel plus VIP. Now that adds up. That adds up. I'll give you that, Chris. That adds up fast. Loreth says, got a new washer dryer recently, but need someone to come help me stack them. Any takers? Well, where are you, Loreth? Where are you in the world? Maybe I can just move them with my mind. My mind bullets. Okay, so I've got these stupid questions. Let's see what these are. As we head towards the final lap of this stream. This game is called I Should Have Known That. And I think it's just, I don't know how easy or hard these are. But I'm going to ask chat. We've got 3 chats going here. So I'm going to ask all 3 of you and just see what y'all think. about the answers. How about that? Oh, let's start with a really, in my opinion, very easy one. Now, I say this is easy. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Let's see what you guys think. In what girl group was the singer Beyonce Knowles a member from 1997 to 2005? Okay. Yeah, I thought for sure that would be easy and people would just... Drift said TLC. Drift, are you trolling me right now? Or is that a real answer? I'm not trying to shame you at all. I'm really just trying to determine, was that a real answer? TLC? Okay, that was a real answer. Well, I'm not trying to shame you at all. But the answer is Destiny's Child. So, all right. Destiny's Child. Backstreet Boys. Sepia Ghost says Backstreet Boys. Judges? Will we take judges? Do we take Backstreet Boys? I need a buzzer. Bam. Oh, I'm sorry. Backstreet Boys is not the correct answer. Elorith says first thing that popped in my head was En Vogue, but at least I knew that was wrong. I kind of forgot about En Vogue until you just mentioned them. So I hope there's no questions about En Vogue because I would get that wrong. Okay, here's another one. Again, this is one that I know for sure, but this may not be super common knowledge. So this one probably is not super common knowledge, but let's try it anyway. What is the Indian Hindi language film industry known as? Yes. We've got correct answers all across the board here. Everybody knows this one. So that's interesting because I don't know. Some people got Destiny's Child wrong, but everybody knows Bollywood. That's interesting. Let's ask another question that I feel like should be really easy, but we're on a roll here. What kind of animal is Aslan from the Chronicles of Narnia? What kind of animal is Aslan from the Chronicles of Narnia? What kind of animal is Aslan from the Chronicles of Narnia? What kind of animal? John says maybe a shark. Who's that says Jesus. It's a lion. Everybody knew this. I mean, easy. Everybody knew this. This was the easiest question yet. Okay. I think this must just be a really easy card. But I don't know. Let's keep going down this card. This card is going well. What does the acronym FBI stand for? What does the acronym FBI stand for? What does the acronym FBI stand for? Oh, thank you for my heart hat. Is there a better name for that? I just keep calling it a heart hat. That's probably not what it's called. But thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, everybody's all over this card. This card is super easy. But here's a hard one. The last question here, even I will admit, this is kind of a hard one. Let me see if I know this. I got it wrong. So I got this wrong. Let's see how you guys do. In what year did World War I end? In what year did World War I end? Not when it started. When did it end? Okay, we got guesses all over the board here. All over the board. I missed it by 1 year. I was off by 1 year. A lot of right answers, though. Yeah, 1918. That's right. You guys are pretty smart, unless you're just Googling this. And then I still have to say you're pretty smart because I guess, you're just fast at Googling things. Okay, got another one for you. What musical and film centers on Austria and the family of Captain George Von Trapp? The Von Trapps. Austria. The Von Trapps. Austria. The Von Trapps. Austria. I'm dropping some pretty sick bars tonight. Yeah, it's Sound of Music. It's Sound of Music. You guys, everybody knew that one too, for the most part. Okay, here's a thinker maybe, unless you're local to it. Unless you're more local to it. Evangeline says, little piece of info, the Van Trapps stayed at a famous historical site near me. Really? That's cool. That is a little piece of info. I like that. A fun fact, if you will. What color is the middle band of the German flag? What color is the middle band of the German flag? A lot of wrong guesses. Wow. This one's tricky. Are you guys thinking of the Nazi flag? Not that one. Not the Nazi flag. The German flag. Yeah, it's red. Yeah, the correct answer is red. Red. Okay, I'm gonna mix it up a little bit here. Let's grab one deeper down the pile. Ooh, here's a good one, I think. This is tricky because I look at these and I'm like, well, that'd be a good one. But then I'm like, I don't know if anybody really knows this. Welp. How do you say astronaut in Russian? How do you say astronaut in Russian? If you wanted to say astronaut, but you were speaking Russian, how would you say it? Yeah, everybody knows this one. That's funny. Alex says, I know a lot of useless trivia, Chris. Don't underestimate me. Everybody knows this one. It's interesting to see the ones that everybody knows and that, like, everyone doesn't. Like, almost everybody got... There was tons of wrong answers on the German flag. But everybody knows cosmonaut. It's interesting. Okay, this is one again that I feel like everybody would know this, but let's see. In what country was Arnold Schwarzenegger born? In what country was Arnold Schwarzenegger born? What you think? Yeah, everybody knows this one too. It's Austria, that's right. Nicole says, your mom's house. That is incorrect. Because your mom's house is not a country. Okay, I don't know the answer to this one. So let me look at the answer. Ooh, okay. Interesting. I did not know this, so here we go. Let's see what you guys know. Amnesia haze and white widow are strains of what plant? Amnesia haze and white widow are strains of what plant? Somebody says the Avengers. Emmy says the Avengers. That's an interesting answer. Your dad. Lenina says your dad. My dad is not a plant. That I know of. That I know of. Could be. Well, yeah, could be. It's possible. He could be. We can't say for sure right now because he's not here with me in this booth. He could have turned into a plant. I don't know. Oh my gosh, is that Critical Error? What is up, Critical Error? How you doing? Trivia knowledge has dwindled? Well, you're not alone because I didn't know the answer to this. The answer is weed. Dat weed. The answer is marijuana. But I guess I'm not, I don't know. I'm not cool. I don't know cool stuff like the names of marijuana plants. Whoa! I just got spooked again over here, guys. Lindsay Beth is absolutely just dropping some spooky ghosts on the stream. Thank you, Lindsay Beth. Critical says, hi, Chris. I'm getting over a flu, but I'm good. Hope you've been well. Hoping to see you at Anime Pasadena. Yeah, everybody reminded me that's next weekend, so I'm excited. It's going to be fun. I have not been to Pasadena before, and it'll be good to see you in person. And hopefully you're over the flu and you're just back to 100%. That's what we need. That is what we need. Everybody get healthy. Okay. Next one. That one kind of busted my brain a little bit. Okay. I know this one, so see if you guys know this one. Make sure I'm right. In what ocean can you find the Bermuda Triangle? What ocean is the Bermuda Triangle in? Which ocean? Lindsay Beth is right. Emmy says the water one. The one with water. Gerald Marie says Ocean's 11. Olivia says, according to chat, the Atlantic. Bowtie says it's the Sea of Monsters. Yeah, the answer is the Atlantic. Good job, guys. Good job. We got time for a couple more of these, and then I'll answer a couple more questions, and then we're going to call it. We're going to call it a successful first stream. Oh, here's a good one. I don't know the answer to this off the top of my head, but if I thought about it. Okay. Here's kind of an American. This is Americans might know the answer to this, and maybe few others. So let's try just an America-centric question. Here we go. How many food groups were in the classic USDA food guide pyramid? So think back to, think back to that diagram of the pyramid that you may have seen when you were in school. Think about how many categories, how many food groups is what it is. How many food groups in that classic FDA? You remember, I swear the base of that pyramid was just bread. Is that right? Am I remembering that right? I think the base of that pyramid was just like bread and pasta. Which really explains Olive Garden's entire business model, I think. I think it was just grains. I think it was just like the entire base of it was just like, every day you should eat an entire loaf of bread. And if not that, a giant pot of pasta every day. I love bread and pasta too, but I definitely cannot eat whatever the USDA food guide was telling me to eat when I was a kid. The answer is 6. And I was trying to think of them all because I know there was bread and grains. Holy Murdy says 3, fat, sugar, and salt. That's all you need, really, right? I mean, maybe some fiber. I would add some fiber in there. With just fat, sugar, and salt, you're going to have a really hard time in the bathroom. Just saying. I don't want to get gross, but you are going to need some fiber in there. Holy Murdy. Or else, it's going to be a tough time. It's going to be a real tough time. You're going to be struggling. Fruits, vegetables, meats, bread, and grain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But there had to be a 6th one. So what's the 6th one? Elora says candy, candy corns, candy canes, and syrup. That's from Buddy the Elf, isn't it? Dairy was one, Nat? I think you're right. I think dairy was definitely one. Sugar. Yes, at the top of the pyramid. Was there really one for sugar? Is that true? I don't remember that. That can't be right. But I mean, that pyramid was insane. So the whole thing was insane. The whole thing isn't right. Eight glasses of syrup a day. It was a long time. I'll give you that, Chris. It was a long time ago. Dessert, Wolfie. Yes, I think number 6 was sugary dessert. Okay, let's do one more. Let me find a good one. Some of these are so hard because they're like, what specific year did this one specific thing? I'm like, geez, man, I don't know. I know it was in the 80s. I know it was in the late 80s, but I can't tell you exactly what year. Some of these are crazy. Oh, here's a good one. This is one that we should probably all know, but I'll bet we don't. Tara says the 6th food group is booze. What the? Thank you again, Lily Beth. That was a really nice cowboy hat and mustache. I appreciate that. I looked like a real cowpuncher there for a minute. Spitting straight facts. Okay, we should probably know this one. Probably all of us should know this one, but I don't think we do. Does the Statue of Liberty hold the torch in her left or her right hand? Left hand or right hand? Think about it. No, the answer is not booze. The answer to this question is not booze. That's a funny answer, but that is not the right answer. Very controversial answer from Emmy. Neither. She's fake. Bun Bun says she switches at night. Wolfie says left. Tara says booze in the left. Fairy Tale says the answer is Starbucks. Michelle says, who's actually visited the Statue of Liberty? I have not. I've been to New York multiple times, and I have not visited the Statue of Liberty. That's my bad. I need to do that. The answer is the Statue of Liberty holds the torch in her right hand. And she holds the booze in her left. Well, that was kind of fun. Those are sort of fun. A little bit diverting, right? Just something else to do. Something else to make us feel dumb together. KDB says, what is your favorite Aizawa line? On my visual reel on Twitter, I can't call it X. I'm just never going to call it X. I'm just going to call it Twitter. I think it's pinned to my profile. And Aizawa shouts at Shigaraki, "You're the one standing in the way." But he shouts it. He doesn't just like say it quietly like I just did. So I can't really do it for you because it's a shouted line. But it's just a real cool line. And it's not my favorite of all time, but it just occurred to me. So that's my answer for now. Drift says, if Aizawa was in the newest MHA movie, it would have lasted 10 minutes. Why is that? Oh, because, well, I didn't think about that. That's a good point. I guess I don't want to give away too much. Maybe there's people that haven't seen it and don't know what happens in it. So I don't want to give too much away. But I totally see your point. Because, yeah. All he'd have to do is just disable the quirk, huh? And that would have kind of ended a lot of it. Dark Wisteria says, wait, there's a new MHA movie? Yes, there is. I don't know if it's still in the theaters, but it was in the theaters for a while. Come to Daddy. Yeah, I remember that. Come to Daddy was the, wasn't it the cat? I think it was the cat. When he was like doing that to the cat. Emmy says, if you could voice anyone in One Piece, who would it be? I would just voice the people that I voice, which is I voice Inazuma, and I voice Denjiro, and I voice General Bastille. So I would just stick with those, because I'm pretty happy with those characters. Mama Donovan says the cat was the reason he couldn't make it to the Todoroki family dinner. Yeah, you might be right. Although I think he probably just realized it was not the right place or the right time for him. They were going through some stuff. Don't apologize for being alive. Don't apologize for surviving. Yeah, I love Denjiro too. He's crazy though. That's the most I've screamed in a long time. Just over and over again. I mean, I can't really complain because the folks that voice the main cast in One Piece, like that's what they do with their lives, is they just scream their heads off. So much screaming and yelling in that show. And it's fun. Makes it really fun. But, yeah, a lot of screaming and yelling is Denjiro. Michelle says, I forgot to tell you about Alex this year at SakuraCon, and he said that he was proud of originating Aizawa, was also proud of what you've done with the character. Oh, that's really sweet. Yeah, Alex is a super nice guy. We've come to know each other pretty good, just kind of being on the con circuit together. We rode to the airport together this year, and it was like, 45-minute ride or whatever, leaving a con. So it was a nice chance to actually like really get to know each other a little bit. And then we were at the airport together, and but yeah, he's a really good dude. Now he voices a character. He voices Lloyd Forger in Spy Family. So go check out Alex's work over there on Spy Family. He's great. Yes, Morgan, Pop Team Epic was so much fun. That game is just distilled insanity. Yeah, I haven't seen Death Parade, but I've heard good things about it. I mean, I know there's people that, like, that's their favorite of all time, so I haven't taken a swim through that one yet. Well, guys, what a great first stream. I literally had zero technical issues. That is so crazy. That is so crazy and so amazing. I just was not expecting things to be this smooth. So I'm really glad it was super smooth. To everybody who came out tonight to my first stream back, I just want to thank you so much. And especially those of you who have resubscribed on Twitch, or you have sent out some gift subs today. Thank you so much for being generous. And for those of you who are the founders on the YouTube Live. This is my first YouTube Live ever. And so you guys, right now, all of you who are there are the founders of the YouTube Live. And so I hope you guys will be back. There will be more of these to come. And then to my folks here on TikTok with me tonight, I was really glad to see names that I recognized and get to hang out with you guys. I got to wear a lot of hats, and I got to see a lot of like exploding confetti, and I got to see a lot of things I didn't understand, but that I enjoyed. Yes, and Lindsay Beth kept scaring me with her ghosts too. So thank you for that. It's been so cool to come back on here with you guys tonight and try to catch up a little bit, but also just soak in the community and just hang out again. So next stream is Wednesday night. So y'all come hang out for a spoopy stream. I'm going to attempt to wear the sleeping bag. I think it's going to be too hot to wear it for like anything longer than 30 minutes, if I can even make it that long. But I'm going to try to start the stream with the sleeping bag on. So come enjoy me being too hot in a sleeping bag. And keep your eyes open. I'll be sending out some stuff on socials to remind you, but the first Sleep Summoner story is going to be dropping on Tuesday. All I ask is that you guys just check it out. Just see if it's your cup of tea. If it's not, no sweat at all. There's going to be plenty more live streams for us to hang out. But if it is your cup of tea, then, at least give it a try and see if it might be. It's not going to hurt my feelings if it's not, but it would help me out a lot if you at least check it out. And I guess I should use my catchphrase, right? Because I'm back. So, with all that said, stay safe, sleep well, and no matter what you do, stay crispy.